Surprise, surprise, guys, it's raining in London. It is raining in London right now. But anyways, let's get into this video. As we can see, look at that new Christmas tree that's there. It's so cute. But anyways, Diddy has come out with a... Everybody wants to talk next to me when I'm doing a video. Anyways, Diddy has come out with a shocking statement. Well, his lawyers have. They're basically reacting to these phone calls, the jail notes, these apps that are being used secretly by him. His lawyers are extremely pissed. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali, daily and consistent content, and let's get straight into this madness because we do have a lot going on. Let me read out to you these letters that have basically just been released. Defense... I don't know if you guys can hear that plane. Hold on, before I get into this, I don't know if you guys can hear that plane. It's probably Diddy, child. His lawyers flying to the UK because they've got lawsuits here. Before we even get into this letter that I want to read to you guys, you lot really need to understand that I don't know why people just think that the only lawsuits are in America. I'm so sorry. This man was international with his nonsense. He was in the UK. Just wait till the first UK British person comes forward. Then it's going to be a juggernaut. Do you understand? That's just the way I see it. I don't think it's just people in America that he was doing this madness to. Sorry, I just love this coat. It's giving teddy bear. But anyways, let's get into this. Defense counsel has recently learned that the prosecutors are in possession of attorney-client privilege material, including the defendant's own written notes. This search and seizure, isn't seizure when you have, anyways, are in violation of Mr. Combs' 4th, 5th and 6th Amendment rights materials created in preparation for trial. It's outrageous that the government conducted amounting to a substantive due process violation because the prosecutors are currently in possession of privileged material and are actively using this material to detain the defendant. The defense requests an immediate evidentiary hearing. Wow. This is an emergency matter because the government has Mr. Combs' privileged notes to his lawyers concerning defense witnesses and defense strategies. The government's opposition to defendant's bail motion states that the trial prosecutors are currently in possession of possibly privileged material such as the notes recovered from the defendant's cell. In fact, the government is in possession of written material that is absolutely privileged. This is a matter of grave concern that most respectfully must be addressed immediately for the following reasons. First, there is no dispute that the government is in possession of privileged material. Second, until receiving the government submission on Friday, November, the defense had never been told that Mr. Combs' notes were taken from him and from his cell, that these notes were given to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and that these notes were then given to the trial prosecution in the case, who then used this material in a filing to keep Mr. Combs detained. We request an immediate hearing at which the government shall provide answers to the following questions. Not questions. First, who authorized the search of Mr. Combs' sleeping area, personal effects and paperwork? Who determined what paperwork to take? Who decided to give this paperwork to the United States Attorney Office? They're pissed. Fourth, who decided to give this paperwork to the trial prosecutors? Exclamation mark, question mark. Fifth, who made the decision to not tell Diddy counsel the U.S. attorney was in possession of his notes, including possibly privileged material, until after the government put them in a filing to keep them incarcerated? Sixth, exactly what material was taken, so they don't even know what was taken. Because the U.S. attorney and it seems the trial prosecutors are currently in possession of privileged material, and we request a full evidentiary hearing as soon as possible. Not in violation of Mr. Combs' 4th, 5th and 6th Amendment rights. Now, this is a damning letter. Damning letter. And it really just goes to show you guys that we are in for a messy trial that is going to take place on the 5th of May because of stuff like this. First and foremost, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the material is privileged. I don't think the material belongs to Diddy because he belongs to the current state in the prison. That's where he's currently being held. So I don't think anything that he has within his cell directly belongs to him. And so therefore, if it's collected by people at the prison who are conducting a sweep, and therefore they grab things from Diddy's cell and they find notes lying around and they hand it over to the U.S. Attorney's Office, I don't think that's a violation, and I also don't think that is a way for any evidence to get removed. Everything that Diddy is doing, if you watch what his lawyers are doing, there seems to now be a pattern. This man is not contesting evidence, he's trying to get evidence removed. There's a difference. You wouldn't try to get evidence removed if you're innocent. Use your minds, guys. Come on, Lawyer Murad. You wouldn't... Listen, pass me that bar exam tonight. I'll pass it. But you just... Sorry, the point was so much fire, I've lost my train of thought. Basically, these items, in my opinion, are not privileged. And I think that him trying to come for his 4th and 5th and 6th Amendment rights, to me, doesn't make sense. he's trying to get all of this evidence removed so that it doesn't be included for the trial. That's basically what his lawyers are playing at. Because if you actually look at the evidence, it's too strong, and therefore it's too strong for him to contest. So he has to do stuff like this. Make it make sense, guys. Make all of it make sense, because it's not making sense to me. It's going to be a messy trial. The fact that they are demanding an immediate hearing, which now means that we're only not going to be looking forward to the bail happening on Friday, and whether that's going to be accepted or, you know, rejected. We now have to look for an immediate hearing that's going to take place, which means a lot more court sketches of Diddy, let alone the fact that there's a December hearing and also a Jonathan Oddie hearing happening on the 3rd of December. There is a lot going on. Do you understand? This is the stuff that I think that we should be following the most. Factual information, documents, court hearings, litigation, stuff like this, so that we know what's going on in these documents. We know what's going to happen. As for everybody else speaking out in interviews and on YouTube and etc., we don't know if that's going to be for fact. Remember, it was announced a month ago that a sweep was being taken place 2 weeks ago, a sweep at the MDC at the prison. It also proclaimed that it had nothing to do with Diddy and that they were just doing a general sweep. In that sweep, it seems that this is where they found these notes. This is where they found, you know, the fact that there were three-way calls and the fact that he was using secret apps. Diddy's dumb, do you understand? You can't be doing obscured communication in a cell where you're being held, and monitored. People are going to find out stuff. You can't get away with it. It shows his desperate attempts, the fact that he's panicking, and the fact that he's trying his best to get out of jail by removing evidence in any way, shape or form. This sweep that was taking place at the prison, at the MDC that was reported, they should have called me. If we really want to keep it a buck, they should have called you guys. They should have called all of us. We all would have gone and grabbed our brooms and swept that prison up and down and found out anything else that Diddy had. The fact that this man is so dumb to have jail notes about the fact that he was working with one of these, you know, people, Miss Harper, and that it's been admitted. It's just crazy to me that this man doesn't know what he's doing. That's why he's making all these mishaps and these mistakes. He's actually making it much harder for his lawyers. Much harder for his lawyers. I don't believe this 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendment right will take place. I mean, not that will take place. I don't think that those points stand. But now we'll have to see what the judge is going to say. Now we're going to be monitoring this. Is he going to respond now? Because they're asking for an immediate hearing. They're saying that this is an emergency. They are pissed, his lawyers, and therefore they're asking for this immediate hearing, which I'm sure will take place soon if the judge grants that. We'll see what Arun, the judge, does. He didn't grant that bail before. Is he going to grant this hearing? Is it a violation? Maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt it. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. I didn't even plan to do this video, guys, which is why it's in this state. So I do apologize for, you know, this video. I really do, because it's not really giving what it needs to give. But let's give. I like this. It's not really giving what it needs to give, so I do apologize, but I wanted to get this video out to you guys quite quickly. Let me know your thoughts on when it comes to this. This is an emergency video, an emergency update. Sound off in the comment box below and give this video a thumbs up. For those of you who are saying sometimes I have like black circles under my eyes and my eyes are quite dark, I saw a few comments, people saying this. Guys, some of the videos that I get out to you guys, I filmed them 2-3 a.m. in the morning. Do you understand? That's how my ring light's gone out, because I was using it all night to film with you guys. So I wake up a little bit later and I end up being tired, which is why I have bags under my eyes. But we got to get this news out. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.